this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
No.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. 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 I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching Septum Sen vs. the World. I'm Septum Sen. This is Kotobuki Jake.
Hey,
We're here to show you what we got.
it's going to be fun.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
As you can see, we've got the Christmas tree out in the background, and
And
it's
the
kind of
food.
in there. Let me see how that looks if I turn off the light. I want you to...
It is kind of washed out back there.
So how's that looking now? Is it looking any better?
That looks a little better.
I mean, now we got a light there. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of twinkles.
Yeah,
And we got the little twinkly
it's
lights.
twinkles.
So hey, that's good. We got a Christmassy theme here going.
Good times.
So we got a lot going on. You went first last time, so I guess I'll go first this time.
Sounds good.
We each have some theme, but Black Friday I think is the main theme, and
Well, holiday sales in general.
I have a number that are from various sales. And I'm not showing off all of them. I may not end up showing off all of them by the time I'm there. I only got 6 of these to show. So I'm
Yeah.
just doing a mix match.
My
And-
Black Friday stack was something like, and that's from the Best Buy Walmart portion of it. The mail order portion.
But my theme is, of course, completionism. So, and you'll see that as a theme for this.
Cool.
So the first thing is going to be a completion of a movie series, which is X-Men Dark Phoenix.
You must be thrilled.
Well, I found it on Amazon. They had marked it down briefly for $4.99.
Not bad.
And I said, you know what? Okay, that's what I'd pay for it.
Yeah.
So now I finally have all of the Fox era X-Men movies.
Well, technically, New Mutants is still out in the ether somewhere.
New Mutants has been so badly changed by Disney and all that I don't think it's going to even resemble an X-Men movie
who
by
knows?
the end.
I don't know if it was going to.
This one, I want to try and watch this one and the third X-Men movie back to back to see how similar they are to each other. I've heard that they are very similar.
No, they're not. They're not very similar.
So
They're not.
we'll see how it does. I've heard it's really not all that great.
They could have done better. They did do worse. The third X-Men movie. So, I have a strong theme too. And that is, well, there's a few themes. There's some big themes and some little themes. The big themes primarily are, these are all ones I got within the past several days. In fact, I got all of these within the last few days, and I had to put them all into one because it's so awesome. They're all anime. Be aware of that up front, so you know if any kids are watching. Yes, they're animated.
You know, for kids.
You know, for kids.
Stupid stuff. We're going to rain fire down on us just from tweaking that so much, aren't we?
Well, it's all right. We've got our new updated
yeah.
thing, and you
Right.
know, our not for kids label.
Right. You're right. And all of these are mostly shows. There's one movie that are, all of them are acclaimed. Most of them are highly acclaimed. I've seen one and a portion out of this, and what I've seen is awesome. So I am super excited about everything in here, and most of these could be called collector's items too, so that's even cooler. So the first one is one that I really, 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 really wish I had gotten the collector's sets when they were available, and they are not available anymore. But if you watch, our faithful viewers will know that a while back I presented Pony Can collector's edition sets, and they were awesome. And one of them was one of their flagship titles, Denki Guy, which incidentally you can currently buy from Right Stuff for
Like 150.
it's like 60 some a volume,
Yeah.
which is much less than it was. And Denki Guy is awesome. But this I had to make do with the standard set. This was also from Right Stuff. This was their other flagship title, and it's one I really, 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 really wanted. And it's called Yuki Yuna is a Hero,
Ah.
Complete Edition. It is just a simple little standard Blu-ray set, nothing super fancy, but it is the entirety of one of the more acclaimed recent Mahou Shoujo anime that actually has gotten frequent comparisons to Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Supposedly, mostly positive.
So how much did it run?
This was on sale for $69.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Oh.
Which is not terrible given how much it originally was. And even this collection is almost never available for under $100, so that was still a pretty good price. And I really wanted it. I've been wanting to see this. I only recently realized there was a second season. And I don't know if it's even been released here, Pony Can or otherwise, but I'll be on the lookout for it. But at least I can finally watch this first season and find out what all the buzz is about, because this is an acclaimed show, and I really do want to see it.
Well, this is another $4.99 title. It's one that was long coming, and I still haven't seen the original yet. But I've seen the series it stems from. And we have the acclaimed Creed 2.
That was a good one.
So I've heard that it's good. I've heard Creed is good as well.
It is.
So I really do want to see these. I just have to find the time, just like everything else.
That was $4.99?
Yes.
Damn it, I missed I would have... Both of those I would have gotten for $5.
These were like lightning deals that I jumped on like right away.
I tried to look for lightning deals and I couldn't catch any. Because they're lightning.
Catching lightning's hard.
I know. So my next one is the only movie on the list. It is a... it was a Right Stuff, I think it was a Nozomi 11 Arts collaboration, and as we recently reported, apparently their collaboration either fell apart or it was misreported or something. I don't know what the deal was. But this movie got a lot of buzz when it came out. It was a submission for a potential Oscar nod, and it's one that I've been very curious about. And it's called Haikara-san, Here Comes Miss Modern, Part 1. The Part 1 worries me. I don't know if I'll...
95.
Yeah. But it's supposedly a really good kind of a shoujo-leanings movie about a young lady who has very modern ideals and gets engaged to a very kind of by-the-book kind of military type. This, I guess, technically is not a particularly collector's set, but it did come with this envelope, no, not for sale, gift with purchase thing, and it basically, unfortunately, I had to break it to open it, but it has like these little, I guess those are, I don't know, stickers or something along those lines, but they're really cute, little, kind of fun.
That's something that if I ever open the set, I would just put those in there,
Right.
And then that way you don't have to worry about keeping up with the envelope.
Right. But basically, once again, this is an acclaimed movie. I really want to see it. I'm looking forward to it. They had a really good price on it. I think it was like $12 or something, so had to jump on it.
Anything I get from the Sentai sale, I have very vague memory as to what I paid for them.
Well, this was Right Stuff.
Yeah. Well, this will be from the Sentai sale.
Yeah, my
got,
Sentai, I have trouble remembering too. I don't know why.
I have 2 anime coming up, and one of them is just a continuation of something I already own, which is a series called Negima.
Ah,
You already know what this is by me telling you.
exactly.
that. And that is UQ Holder.
Ah, so you went for that too.
I had to get this. It's the only thing that they've got on physical media for Negima that, well, it's related to the series I don't have.
Right.
So it's a completionist thing.
It's a sequel.
Yeah.
Set what? 2 generations? 3 generations?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
been a
remember
ways out.
exactly. Yeah, still has Eva in it. So my next one, it occurred to me that this was kind of an amusing follow-up because we have Here Comes Miss Modern. And I'm going to follow this up with a Funimation series that I really wanted. I usually don't go for the daily mega deals because usually they kind of suck. But this one did not. This was actually a really good one. And so, like I said, I'm going to follow up Miss Modern with The Ancient Magus Bride.
Ah,
They had the
I'm envious on that
really nice limited set and then set 2. And which slips inside here, and basically,
that is a cool thing.
yeah, it's a cool looking set.
Yeah.
It really is, and basically, this is a suffering a tragic childhood. Chise Hattori has lost all hope for happiness until a mysterious mage named Elias takes interest in her aptitude for magic. To survive, she must learn to wield her powers, while Elias must learn what it means to be human. Unaware of what lies ahead, he decides to make her his apprentice and his bride. This is another highly acclaimed series. People have raved about this when it came out. I am really curious about it. I really want to see it. I saw this set and I was like, oh, I want that because it looks so cool. And this set has always been pricey. Funimation loves to do that. But what caught my attention was the mega deal had all of them, both these sets and the standard edition of set 1, were all marked down to about $26 each.
Yeah.
So it was like 28, I think. So I got both sets for 56, which is
Not
actually
bad.
this is about usually what that costs. So not bad at all. I'm really looking forward to this, and I may even prioritize this as one of the. Actually, both of these. I'm going to have to prioritize both of these because I want to see them so bad.
Now, this next one is one that I've wanted to see for a while, and it was high price, and this is the first time it's had a significant price cut. It's been all over the place, but I managed to find the lowest price, which was $7.99,
Not bad.
and that is Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Nope. I got a lower price.
Oh. Well, then lucky you. But I didn't go any stores physically, by the way. This is all online.
Okay.
So I didn't have time. I had to travel.
Believe it or not, they had that at Walmart for $6.
Inconceivable!
Yeah.
So not too bad. I still got it for not too
But
bad.
you're right. Everyone had this on sale, and
Yeah.
and most of them was
Most of them
$10.
was 10.
Yeah.
So I still feel like I got a decent deal. $7.99 is not a bad deal.
And it's not a bad movie.
And this has been consistently at 20 for the longest time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to finally get it. It completes the movie collection again. I'm still a good ways behind the series right now. I have, let's see here. I can't even see where my Dragon Ball. There it is. I've got volumes 1 through 6, and I can't remember how many volumes are out now. But there's like 4 or 5 I'm behind now. I don't have the money to keep up with it.
Right.
Same thing with One Piece. Same thing with a lot of these. I just don't have the money to keep up. So I'm going to have to do them one at a time as time goes. Unfortunately, they haven't had any significant sales on those sets.
Yeah.
So, still, caught up to that.
Yeah, I was amazed. Walmart had that, and you know what else they had for $6? In This Corner of the World.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I have that.
Yeah, me too. But I was like, I can't believe they had that Black Friday. That was because most of their stuff sucked this year, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I started off with some variety here. Pony Canyon, Nozomi 11 Arts, Funimation. My next three have the mini theme that they're all from the same distributor. And it's a distributor that we love to hate.
Oh, some Aniplex.
Aniplex. Right Stuff actually did a lot of
Yeah.
Aniplex this
They
time
did.
around. Unfortunately, they've all been removed from the sale. They've replaced them with a couple of new ones, but oh man, I missed out on a couple and I'm so annoyed. But I did get some, and I'm very happy. The first one is one that I have held off on partly because Aniplex, which means it was pricey, and it was not, for some reason, apparently never got a Blu-ray release here, as far as I can tell. I've only ever seen DVD offered, and I love my Blu-rays. I try to do it, but I really, 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 really want to see this. This is another highly acclaimed series. The manga is also highly acclaimed. It's from Hiromi Arakawa, the mangaka behind Fullmetal Alchemist. It's a series based on their personal experiences, actually, called Silver Spoon.
I got that on the last.
Got volumes
years.
1 and 2. I think they were $30 per, which is
Yeah.
not too bad for Aniplex.
That's about what I got them
But-
for last year, actually.
Which actually, for 11 episodes, it's really not a terrible price. For DVD, it's kind of sad. But like I said, I have heard great things about this series. I do love the Full Metal franchise. I'll be
Yeah.
very curious to see something that's a little more
And-
down to earth.
And the thing about it is, price doesn't always mean quality with
Right.
Aniplex. If you've got a series that's fairly low, I'll admit, it made me suspicious. But after Servant Service, which I had looked at and I had snubbed my nose at for so long, I was like,
was hoping
if
that would go on
Aniplex
the
isn't,
sale.
isn't selling this for like anything, then it must be like crap. And it's really one of my favorite series that they've released. So, you never know. And of course, that series is out of print. So who knows?
Right.
Maybe that's why.
And they, that one was DVD only, if I remember correctly.
It
Yeah.
was. And, but yeah, the fact that it was just so crazily cheap. Now, this one here is two from the same basic grouping. I purged my collection of a lot of the ones from this, but I still collect a couple. This one actually completes. One of them is a complete, and the other one puts me one season away from complete. This one is Gotham, season 5.
Yep.
Of course, they're all down to 10. I really wanted to get Big Bang, but they're not reducing the last season.
No.
Oh, fuck! I'm pissed!
So I'll wait till next year. I don't care. Next year they will reduce it because it'll
Yeah,
be
they
old by that
will.
point. So I'm not gonna. I am patient. But Gotham, this is finally the end of it. It's the only season I have not seen. So I'll probably go in and watch that. I think you watched this, didn't you?
I have not seen it yet, but I will be. I will be.
So it's kind of cool that I've managed to finally finish that season off. So
Indeed.
never again. I don't have to collect again.
Oh, very good.
For Gotham.
My next one actually is a little bit of a completion, although it's not completion because I'm still missing pieces of the franchise, but it's getting there. One of my favorite series that there were a couple of series that Aniplex has that originally came our way via NIS. And one that we have spoken at some length on here about is the series Working, or Wagnaria. And this time around, to my extreme delight, they actually had Wagnaria Season 3, Sets 1 and 2,
Now you just need to get the second season.
$40 each, which is a whole lot less than they usually run.
Actually, you could probably get the second season
Unfortunately,
for less than that.
They had www.wagnaria Set 1 for the same price. I should have jumped on it.
Yeah,
But I
those are...
kind of wanted to get both, but it's like I should have jumped on it when I could. They had a lot of these sets are kind of nice. They had a lot of them, most of them were expensive. The two I really, really wanted that were still way out of my price range were March Comes In Like a Lion and Your Lie in April, which I think were $100 each
Yeah.
for these volumes. These $40 is much better than $100. And the other ones I'm kicking myself for, they have Blue Exorcist for $80 and the Anohana Collector's Edition movie for $45. Decent price for the Anohana, pretty kick-ass one for Blue Exorcist. I let them go.
I did not know that they actually released Wagneria 2 on... It looks like they did do a...
Aniplex did?
No, NIS did a
Oh,
Wagneria 2
yeah,
like standard.
they did a standard, yeah.
50 is not bad. You could complete your
I didn't
series
see
for
that. That must be a new listing.
Yep,
Okay.
and new.
I may have to do that. I will have
Because
to do that eventually.
this... I mean,
Yeah.
you could go without doing
Right.
Wagneria.
But this completes the
That
story.
completes the story, so, it's
Yeah.
sad, but if you really like the series,
Mm-hmm.
that would be the way. If you really love the series, then you need to get
And I
the
love
other.
this series. I worked in a restaurant for a long time. This hits very close to home. Even though it's weird,
But yeah,
it's a little crazy, there's a lot of truth.
it wraps up that storyline.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
mine doesn't wrap it up. There's still one more season left to this, but I
Mhm.
did get the Arrow season 7.
Ah, nice.
Matter of fact, it's in its last season run now.
Yep.
So, again, I've debated whether I will get the Infinite Earth storyline when it comes out, because I'm sure that that's going to be its own series at the time. It's what it's shaping up to be. It's too much to keep up with all of them, and they keep adding, and they keep adding, and
Right.
they keep adding. It's like the comics. Like, I got to keep up with all of DC Universe.
Well, they failed at the movies, so they have to do it on TV.
So instead of collecting all the comics, I'm just collecting the ones I like I would with as a regular comic book collector. And that being Arrow, I really enjoy it. I have watched the first 5 seasons, and I'll admit, watching the first 5 seasons, I'm fine with not having watched any of the other stuff prior to that. So, yeah, you can do it. Matter of fact, even watching The Flash, you could watch that separately. You might be thinking, that would be good to be able to check in on that, but you can watch them separately.
There are times where it's helpful to you get a lot of callbacks. They make references to each other, you
Yeah.
know, but it's useful to know both series. But it's not
Or
you-
like all 6 or 7 of them eventually, but
Yeah.
but you don't have to.
right. The and again, this last season of Arrow introduced that I saw season 4 most recently. I was introduced to 2 where I had missed the initial introduction. I have not seen the movie Vixen. I have not seen Constantine. So I didn't get the full impact of their introduction on Arrow, but I could still run with it. So my last one, all this has me excited. This has me excited. My last one has me really excited. This one was not specifically a part of a sale. This was more of he did his Monogatari thing and made me jealous as hell, and I had to try it myself. And so I did an eBay purchase that ended up being pretty reasonable price. But this is how weird life goes sometimes. This series is one that I really wanted for the longest time. He's had it for the longest time. I have looked and looked and looked. These volumes, one of these volumes has been on the Right Stuff sale multiple times, but they've all been out of print, and 2 and 3, no, forget it. So what was the point of getting just one of them? The complete collection that Aniplex put out has never gone on sale that I've seen, ever. I watched, and this time it's on sale.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it!
$100, good price. I would have jumped on it, except I literally placed this order like 2 days before that went on sale. So, after much ado, I mentioned that pretty much everyone who talks about Yuki Yuna as a hero talks about it in the same breath as Puella Meja Madoka Magica. So, let's continue the tradition.
Oh.
Puella Meja Madoka Magica. Volume 1.
Ah.
Okay, with Madoka Kaname and Akemi Omura on the front. Volume 2 with Kyoko Sakura and Saki Miki. Drawing blank on there. And then with several of them. This is a show that is the very definition of not for kids. It is a show that looks like it might be. It's a Mahou Shoujo series. It's a magical girl series that starts off light and frothy and cutesy, and even the opening theme is very cutesy, and Madoka is pink and has the ribbons and everything, until this show in episode 3
Goes off the rails.
turns everything viciously on its head
Let's see.
by literally removing a character's head. It's one of the more shocking deaths in any show I've ever seen. And it's then that you realize that this somewhat subtly dark anime is actually the Game of Thrones of magical girl series. It really is. It is a bleak, dark, but it actually ends on a bittersweet note. It actually does have a current of hope that never fully disappears. And it's a freaking brilliant series. And he's getting his super awesome set just to make everyone jealous here.
Well, I was going to check and see if any of the art was the same.
He has these sets.
Oh, they're nice.
These are nice sets.
They're not very well made, but yeah.
They're not well made. Yes. Oh, okay. We got to show them. This is Kyubey. This little bastard here. The mascot character, who's one of the most evil characters ever.
Aren't they cute?
Yes. And it's just, basically the series is, the premise is pretty much that the universe requires balance.
So yeah, it does actually. See, mine looks like a DVD,
Pretty much, yeah.
but it's actually a Blu-ray. So I guess because they have the same color, I actually like the way yours looks a little bit better than this.
Right?
But mine comes with this soundtrack
Yeah.
on it.
They don't have the opening and ending themes,
stupid.
stupid. Especially because the first ender is pretty kick-ass.
Oh, yeah.
No, the second ender. That was another thing. They had an ender that went for the first 2 episodes that was rather cute and nice and serene. And then the dark ender started with the 3rd episode. So these volumes, when they first came out, I think Aniplex wanted, 50, 60 per something? And like I said, 2 and 3 are way out of print. And if you can get them, you're going to pay a pretty penny. I got all 3 for $70.
Nice.
So I actually beat Right Stuff's price by 30. So that was pretty sweet.
You beat the price I paid for it.
Well, yeah, but you got... I'm not going to tell them what you paid because I know that's kind of. But it
more
was
than twice of what he paid.
It was a fraction of what Aniplex wanted for those sets. But very excited.
Yep.
Yes, and I did. I rewatched these in the last few days to make sure
that they worked.
They worked.
It's like too good a price.
They worked beautifully. So I've already left feedback. I was very, very complimentary. I'm very happy about this. So good times.
Ah, man. Almost as good as my last Aniplex.
So I actually have a little bit of an Aniplex collection going on here.
I have expected you to start the Monogatari because they have two of that series on there.
No, that's... I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to tackle that.
Because they had like 2 parts of it on
Yeah,
that
there
sale.
were a few I was tempted by. One of the ones you had, I couldn't believe how high the price was. I noticed Doraemon was $100 per.
Yeah. Well, you see, I have the old Aniplex release of it, which
Right.
I got really cheap. I
Yeah,
got
you
that real
did.
cheap online. And I was like, you know what? I can't resist this. So I got one part exceptionally cheap on a Right Stuff sale. And then the other part I found on eBay, which was really cheap. Of course, those are all print now.
So I'm just
yeah.
going to, real quick, I'm just going to make a quick little note here.
For kids.
13 and up. 13 and up. 13 and up. 13 and up.
You think
You
it's
see
gonna?
a theme here. TV 14.
Do you think it's gonna make a difference to the people that are looking at
Nah, whatever.
this? That they see animation. That's all they see.
This is about working. The original title was working. I don't know why they changed an English title, but it's about being on the job. That's something that adults will get that kids just aren't going to get.
No.
You know, it's not necessarily like it would be horrifying or offensive for kids. They just won't get it.
True.
This one will scar your kids if you're not careful. Yes.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. So,
Yep.
of course, hit like and subscribe and share the love.
Yes.
And we will, of course, see you the next time. Maybe.
Goodbye.